Right, welcome to Sheffield.
Thank you very much.
Great venue to play. Been to many concerts here. Are you looking forward to playing here tonight?
Yeah, really excited. The tour's going great, so we're excited to be here, and hopefully they'll be nice and lively.
Tell me about the tour. How's it been going?
Really well. I mean, this is our third date, so we're kind of gathering momentum. But the two venues have been brilliant, and we're really looking forward to being here.
Enjoying being in Sheffield?
Yeah, I have a lot of history here. You know, Sheffield City Hall was in my diary from our first tour, and it was one of the best nights we ever had in those days. You know, people know how to rock up here. It's nice. It's good. I'm glad they're all turning out to see us. If you're watching, you've just got time to get down to Sheffield City Hall. Better be there, because this ain't going to happen again. Not in quite the same way.
Can I just take you back a bit to how you two got together? Because I do find it a bit of an odd combination, if you like. The sort of the showgirl and the rocker, to put it that way. You sort of came together through We Will Rock You. Is that how it first began?
Absolutely, yeah. Kerry created the role of Meat in We Will Rock You, but We Will Rock You is a musical, and Kerry's a musical star, but We Will Rock You is a rock musical. It's very different. So we were trying to create a new genre, and I think succeeding. 10 years later, we're still there, which is great. But we sort of separately from that tried to carve out some ground, and really I think we have found our own territory, which is very rock but also uses the sort of language of the musical theatre and orchestral language as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. This is this new crossover genre that people are talking about. I suppose it has an additional benefit of a wide fan base, but I'll talk about it in a minute. But this actual crossover from rock, from musical, it is something new, isn't it? And you are at the forefront of that.
It is new, but what's really nice is when you look out into the audience or when you meet the crowds after, there are completely different styles of people. You know, you've got young girls that have obviously seen me in Wicked, etc., and then you've got Queen fans, and then you've got, you know, families coming. It's a real show for everybody, and I think that's what's nice about it.
I was going to say, do you bring the two fans together? Because you've probably got a new generation of fans,
yeah,
probably long post-Queen, as you say.
Yeah,
so you've got two groups quite coming together from quite disparate angles.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, in the beginning we were wondering who they were. You know, it's interesting, but we seem to have got the measure of it now. Because whoever they are, they understand who the two of us are, but it needs a little bit of sort of crosstalk to get them into. I don't think anybody knows what to expect, but they're beginning to, because of course nowadays there's YouTube, so people have seen what we do and they've seen it's very intense as the album is. So it rocks, but you know it is different. It's new.
Yeah, that newness musically as well. Is that quite hard? Well, for both of you really. You coming from a stagey background and you coming from sort of rock performance background. Is it difficult musically to get the two to cross?
No, it was kind of crying out to me really. As soon as I saw this woman actually sing, there's a quality she has which does take you out of musical theatre, and I just wanted to build that platform for her to be able to blossom on. But for me, selfishly it's great for me, because I'm always looking for that next place to be. I want to play my guitar, I want to play loud, exciting, passionate music, but you need the right vehicle, and Kerry's a very different kind of vehicle.
So is it easy to combine your voice with that guitar that we know so well?
Well, I think because we've been working in the studio for so long, doing the album together, it was a natural progression, and to be able to then perform it live, which is what I've done, you know, previously, is I've come from that live performance. It's a joy, and I get to be myself and not be playing a character, and to be with our band and with Brian. It's amazing.
Is it something totally different for you, Brian, from the days of Queen? I mean, that's how I remember, but is it just completely different for you now, just a new departure?
Well, you know, the material is different, and I think we are breaking new ground, but in many ways it's very similar. You know, we're out there for the first time as this brand, if you like, and it's a bit like early Queen days, because in the early Queen days I used to go into a shop and say, have you got the new Queen album? They go, what? The new what album? You know, and you just think, oh God, how do we get this across? So we're at this critical point where people are just beginning to understand what we do and get into it. So it's very exciting. Yeah, in a way it's similar to those early days with us.
There is some momentum gaining as well. I mean, the album's done very well. On that you've got songs from Wicked, Queen song on there, and you know, a real mixture. Is that what's pushing you forward, that the album's sort of bringing you to promise? It's done very well, hasn't it?
It has done great, but for us it's about the performance and about doing the show and being able to take the show, you know, around the UK. It's great. We've obviously done the album, and we did the show at the Royal Albert Hall, and that was brilliant. But to be able to take what we're doing around the country is great.
I listened to the album yesterday. A song I love on it, Defying Gravity. Everybody loves that song. I heard that on Broadway. I couldn't imagine how you were going to do it with Brian. So perhaps can you explain to me how it does work? Yeah.
Well, I saw her do it a lot of times when she was in the show, and I was struck by the fact that it works very well in the show, but how could you take a song like that out and make it work and stand on its own legs? And what inspired me was the fact that the chorus was very light, defying gravity, and I thought, no, the chorus actually could be really heavy. So the way we've done it, the way I arranged it for Kerry, is when you get to the chorus, it's kind of punk, but it's also with an orchestral backdrop, and it gives her that platform to really punch it through, which she does. So the song is kind of turned on its head, and I expected Stephen Schwartz, who wrote it, to be upset with me, but we sent it to him and he said, I love it. He said, I'm obsessed with what you've done. He said, you've made it into a, you've given it a new channel. So we got his approval as well, which is great.
That's one song. What else can the fans expect from tonight? They're obviously going to be looking for the stuff from the album, and we're waiting to hear that. But what can they expect tonight?
It is the album, like we say, live, and there are a few Queen songs in there, and there's a
Do you enjoy singing Queen?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's every girl's dream, really, because obviously Freddie had that crazy high voice that guys struggle with. So for a girl, it's brilliant, and I'm loving it. And obviously to be singing them with Brian is great.
Those songs are so iconic, and Freddie's voice is so iconic with those songs. Is that hard for you as an artist?
Well, I think especially being a female singing them, the pressure's taken off. If you're a fella, then I think people do have that comparison. So because of where I've come from, I don't think people have that preconception of comparing me to Freddie. It's something new, and I just do what I do, and we love it. It's great fun.
The songs come fresh to you, Brian, again now? I mean, we know them so well.
I like it. Well, you'll see tonight, there's a lot of traditional material, if you like, Queen material, but it's all different. There are little different interpretations in everything. There's a surprise, there's a sting in the tail. Actually, one of the things that's been going great is one of the songs which is not on the album, which is Somebody to Love, which is the only song which Kerry actually didn't sing in We Will Rock You, strangely enough, but she kills. I mean, it's really it's taken it to a new level, and I love it. Yeah, it's sort of brought it to life.
I'd be surprised how you sang it. I can't imagine it without hearing Freddie Mercury's voice.
Well, it's a new thing. Somebody paid us a great compliment in one of the reviews and said, this is not what do they say? It's not a cover version. This is a reinterpretation. It takes it to a new place.
And the fans looking forward to performing here in front of the Sheffield crowd. They're usually passionate music lovers here in Sheffield.
Yeah, definitely.
They know what they like. I love it. I can't wait. Yes, Def Leppard country up here. So people know what they do.
Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying the tour? Are you enjoying working together?
Loving the tour, and we've got such a nice group of people, and it makes it just a joy, and we're just having fun. It's great.
Yeah, it's a fantastic band. We have Rufus Taylor drumming. He seems to have his own following. Every time we introduce him, they're like, roo, roo, roo.
Yeah, they go nuts.
I love him. He's 20 years old, and he's a world-beating drummer already. It must be in the genes, because you know who his dad is, right? So, but we didn't hire him because he was Roger's son. He's just an amazing drummer.
And the sound, is it a big sound?
It's very big.
It is a very big sound.
Yeah, we have a big singer, so so it has, everything is big. Except once, we do small too. We do small and delicate, but we do very big.
Well, all the best tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.